Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Braid, and on my channel we talk about mainly skincare, sometimes a bit of fashion and sometimes a bit of lifestyle and self-care as well. So in today's video we're going to be talking about how you layer on your product, because I know that's something that when I first started on my skincare journey, it's not something that I knew, and I've kind of had to learn along the way. So I wanted just to go through the basic steps and how you layer the product. And for this routine we're going to be doing an evening routine, because typically that's when you would apply more products on your skin. So in terms of how you layer, the main rule of thumb is you go from your lightest to your heaviest, basically. So with any kind of routine, whether AM or PM, you want to start with your cleanser. Now, cleanser of choice is based on your skin type. I personally like to do a double cleanse in the evenings, just because I wear sunscreen in the day or sometimes wear makeup, and you want to make sure that your makeup and your sunscreen and any dirt is completely taken off before you then go in with a cleanser. So a few options of cleansers that I've used, which I've talked about on this channel many times. I'll link a couple of videos up the top here somewhere so you guys can have a look yourself. For cleansing, one of the products that I use is Oskia London, which I've talked about many times in my previous videos. So this is their Renaissance Cleansing Gel, and I normally use this as a Flare First Cleanse because it basically works as an oil on dry skin to really melt away any makeup or any SPF that you're worn in the day. I then go in and follow with the Paula's Choice Balancing Cleanser. Again, this is something I've talked about in the past, something that's going to focus or not. No? Okay, fine. I go in with this as a second cleanse to then remove any remnants of any kind of dirt on my skin. So for the next step, what I then tend to do is do the treatment stage. Now, this stage is important to do as soon as you've done your cleansing, because you want to be treating your bare skin. Now, in terms of the treatment, it depends on what your skin needs. So one of the products I'm using at the moment is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, which contains salicylic acid in it, which is basically good for unclogging your pores. So this is really good if you've got acne prone skin. And then some of the other ones that I use is niacinamide. So one I'm using at the moment is from Good Molecule, and niacinamide brightening toner, like it says in the name, is good for brightening. It's good for helping with the texture of your skin. Another one that I've just introduced in my routine is retinol, and retinol is one that I'm using to help with aging and fine lines, because your gal's getting a bit old. So I thought I'm going to introduce this to my routine now. I'm turning 40 this year. So this is a form of vitamin A, which I use. And for hyperpigmentation, which is basically caused by old acne scars or those dark marks that you have on your skin, I'm using vitamin C, and one of the ones I'm using at the moment is the one from Paula's Choice, and that is their C25 Super Booster, which is 25% vitamin C. So I don't use all of this at the same time. It depends on what I'm working on at the time. So for today's video, I'm going to be using the niacinamide brightening toner because I just want to work on a bit of texture. And like I said, you would go ahead and do your treatment stage straight after your cleansing. So you want to get your cotton pad, or you could apply it with your hand as well. And I tend to just kind of pat the product into my skin, because you want to make sure that it kind of absorbs into your pores. As that, you want to give it a couple of minutes. With any kind of stage, any product, you want to make sure you give it just a couple of minutes to work, or a minute's fine, before you move on to your next stage. Now, for the next stage, I love to hydrate my skin. One of the things that I suffer from is dehydrated skin. So I've introduced mist into my skin for every routine, evening or daytime. What I find in the evening, especially in the winter, because we've got heating on, your skin really dries out. So I love a mist to kind of rejuvenate my skin. And when you've used quite a strong treatment or an acid, it's always nice to use a mist as well, just to calm your skin down, especially when you use things like the BHA or the retinol. So some of the mist options that I use at the moment, there's so many out there guys, but these are some of my favorites that I've been using. So one is the one from Bybee, and that's their Mega Mist. Bybee are a really great brand. They're a UK brand. They are 100% natural certified. They are vegan and cruelty free. Why I like this product is because it's got hyaluronic acid in it as well, which hyaluronic acid is a humectant, which works to give you that temporary plumpness to your skin, attracting moisture to your skin. This is completely done. Another one I use as well is from Disciple. This is their balancing mist. I have gone through probably about 4 or 5 bottles of this. Absolutely love this one. Again, that's completely gone. For today, we're going to use the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Anyway, this is that one there. Again, I've used this one for years as well. I find it really, really nice and hydrating. It's got that kind of like a minty type of freshness to it, which I love. So then what I do is just go ahead with mouth closed. I just kind of spray that on. And again, just let that sit for a couple of seconds. You can pat that into your skin as well if you need to. And it just really just rejuvenates the skin and just that freshness. Oh, I love the smell. Then if you wanted to as well, as soon as you've done your misting, you can go in with a separate hyaluronic acid serum. With hyaluronic acid, you want to make sure, which I've talked about in the past as well, you want to make sure that you're using it on damp skin, because what it does is going to try and attract any kind of moisture that you've got in the surface of your skin. If you don't have any moisture, it's going to take what it can, and then what you end up with is dryness, which obviously is something that you don't want. So I'm not going to use today because I feel like I've used too much products already, but I use quite a few options. The one I'm using at the moment is from Skintology Stockholm, which is there, and this is their Thirst Quench Hyaluronic Concentrate, and it's got concentrated hyaluronic concentrate to boost hydration level in the skin. So for this, you just drop a couple drops on your palm and then just pat that into the skin. And then for the final step, you want to make sure you go in with either an oil or a moisturizer. To be honest, I love an oil. I love the face oil with a day or night. And I've got combination skin, which means I've got oily areas, and that doesn't put me off. What I find with using oil is that my skin then doesn't produce too much oil because it has its oil, if that makes sense. But anyway, again, lots and lots of options out there. But what I'm using at the moment, which again I've been using for so long, is the one by Disciple, and it's their Dreamy Skin face oil. This is a beautiful oil. This has got rosehip oil, which is amazing, again, for helping to reduce any kind of scarring that you have on your face. Because if you're not an oil person, you can go ahead and use a thick moisturizer. So the one I've just started using, and this is literally early doors, is one from Ren Skincare, and this is their Evercalm Global, there you go. So this is their Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream. Now, what you're gonna say, it says day cream, but I use this at night because it's quite thick for me. It's very moisturizing, very hydrating, really good emollients. So things like cetyl alcohol, they've got camellia seed oil, sesame seed oil, shea butter. As you know, shea butter is very moisturizing. So lots of great ingredients in here. They've got sunflower oil, so lots of really amazing oils. This doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy at all. Just show you how it comes out. So it comes out quite thick like that. And it's just, it absorbs so quickly. Can you see how that? Look at that. Completely gone. And you can't see, look. So it's not like a greasy, it just looks really hydrated. And it smells gorgeous as well. So this is one that I've been using, like I said, very new. I will be doing a full review on this once I've had a chance to use it for a couple of weeks. The only last step, if you believe in it or not, is eye cream. I personally don't think eye cream does anything. I've read and I've seen so many of the influencers or so many of the people that talk about eye creams as just overpriced moisturizer. I have to agree, unfortunately, just because I haven't seen any drastic changes to my skin. But, you know, I'm willing to keep trying until I find the one, because some people do say it works. So we'll just keep trying. One of the ones I'm using at the moment is from Beauty Pie, and this is their Chi Energy Ginseng Root and Ginger Brightening Cream. Yeah, you know my thoughts on it. So it's comes out quite thick like that. I'll show you what that's like on the skin. Smells lovely. Yeah, just another form of eye cream. So yeah, just pop that on, rub that in, and yeah, there you go. So that is basically a very, I mean, I'm gonna say simple, but there is quite a lot of products on I've shown you today. I'm not saying to use all at the same time, like I said. It just depends on what you're treating. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys found that useful. If you did, please don't forget to comment below. If you guys have any other questions about any other products that I talked about today, don't forget to comment below, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this content, and don't forget to be subscribing as well, because like I said, I talk about loads of skincare. So if you're into skincare like I am, then come join me. Thank you very much guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.